Thanks for now, Melanie. We'll see you again in about half an hour's time for the rest of the papers.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
7:25 is the time. Now, Liverpool's Blue Coat School has been awarded a grant from the National Lottery Fund to help restore its historic pipe organ. Just under £181,000 will go towards overhauling the Father Willis organ, which was built by the prestigious Liverpool company Henry Willis and Sons Limited in 1874. Amazingly, the same company will now refurbish it. It's all part of a project called Blue Coat for All, which will see the organ become a centrepiece for public concerts for the local community. Jimmy McCracken has been out to the school to find out more.
Beautiful sound of the Father Willis organ is being brought to us by the talented Mr. Simon Chung, and we'll hear from Simon and from Daniel, who are two of the musicians and organists here at the Blue Coat School in Liverpool, in just a moment. But first of all, Peter Elson is the project manager in charge of this interesting initiative. Tell me more about it, Peter.
Well, the whole idea is to restore this historic organ that we've got in the Blue Coat School. Thanks to the Heritage Lottery Fund, it means that we can not only restore this organ, which has been described as being historical and amazing survivor of museum quality, but it is in much need of restoration, but also use it for public concerts to make it a public asset as well. So far, it's for the last 145 years, it's really been locked away in Blue Coat School, but we want to bring it out to the community, and so people from all over the city and further afield can come and listen to it in its restored state.
Yeah, because we are here, is this the main assembly hall in the school, and we're up on the stage, up close and personal to this beautiful, huge organ.
Yes, we're in what's called Shirley Hall, but it is the main assembly hall for the school. And the organ started life in the old Blue Coat School, now the Blue Coat Arts Centre in the centre of the city. And 30 years after it was built and installed, it was brought here to this school, which was built in 1906. But that's the only alteration that it's had, which is why it's so special. It still speaks with its original 19th century Victorian voice, which is very rare.
Simon, you were playing beautifully there. How long have you played this?
Thank you. I've been playing for 2 years now, after being introduced by my church, who offered to pay for the course in the cathedral. The real reason that I really enjoy playing this organ is because there's so many people in this school who haven't been exposed to organs before. And it's great to be able to influence their passion for music, not just now, but in the future as well. And some of them have come up and asked, how did I learn? Where did I learn from? It's great that we've got a scholarship scheme to be able to teach the new generation of organists.
Now, Daniel, a lot of people of your age, boys and girls, might fancy playing the guitar or maybe the piano, but very few young men and women want to play the organ, do they?
What drew me to the organ was the various colours and tones that I could create. You know, like the oboe, the strings, the tromba, which is some sort of tuba, really speaks out and is just an amazing cacophony of noise. It's just,
and you wouldn't get that with a piano or an electric keyboard?
Nothing's comparable to it, absolutely nothing, maybe apart from the sound of a jumbo jet. You know, when you're playing full organ, nothing is comparable. One
of the main things that I noticed about you, Simon, and about Daniel, who's about to play for us, and I think all musicians will want me to ask this question, why have you got no shoes on?
Well, I can't really play with shoes on because my shoes currently would just hit 2 notes or 3 notes at the same time and it would sound absolutely dreadful.
Of course, because you're using your feet as well as your hands, aren't you, with the keyboard? So it's a complex work of art, Simon.
With the shoes, some people play with them, some people play without, but I find that I have more control without the shoes. Especially on a cold day, it can be hard to play when your fingers and your feet aren't just working.
Daniel, you're going to be playing for us in just a second, aren't you?
Yes.
With no shoes on.
Yes.
I'll let you go and get seated and get ready. Peter, what is the future then?
We've got the Heritage Lottery Fund, and the idea is that we therefore open it up to concerts and invite the public in to listen to it. And I think the important thing is that, say we've got these 2 young guys who are very keen and very passionate about it all, and they represent the new generation. I think most people associate the organ like this with churches sitting in Gothic buildings, and the beautiful hall that we're in is anything but. It's light and airy, so it takes the organ into a totally different atmosphere.
All right, good luck to you, Peter Elson, with the project. Good luck to you, Simon, in your career. And Dan, will you play us out?
Yes, I will.
When you're ready, play, Dan.
Okay.
That's Daniel Greenway ending that report from Jimmy, and the school will be celebrating getting the National Lottery grant and the official launch of the Blue Coat for All project with a free public gala organ concert at Liverpool Cathedral next Wednesday evening between 7 and 8. Daniel will be playing the opening piece, and the host will be our very own Roger Phillips. But don't let that put you off. Still go. 7